What's up, Promise Keepers men? I am Tim Ross. I'm grateful that I have the opportunity to share something with you that I think is going to move the needle significantly in your marriage. I've been married to the love of my life, Juliet Ross, for 21 years. We'll celebrate 22 years of marriage May 1st of 2021. Listen, I want to draw your attention very, very quickly to the book of 1 Samuel, chapter number 10. And I won't read the entire thing. I want to paraphrase, but verse 22 is really what I want to get at in the NLT. 17 through 21 is this narrative about when Saul is chosen to be the king of all Israel. Samuel is the one that's going to anoint him, and he is going to be the first king in Israel's history. They do this process of elimination. It's kind of American Idol-esque in the way they get down to figuring out who is going to be king. But this verse gives us some context to where I want to go. Verse 22, they couldn't find him. They said, so they asked the Lord, where is he? And the Lord replied, he is hiding among the baggage. I want you to just think about that real quick. He is hiding among the baggage. I want to talk to you for the few moments that we have together from a title called Unpack Your Bags. Now, I know I'm supposed to be helping marriages, and you probably want to know how to fix your spouse, but I want to focus on you unpacking your bags. Before we try to figure out what's going on with our wives, how about we figure out what's going on with us and in us? So there's 4 practical steps that I want you to have as it relates to unpacking your bags. And the first one is very, very simple. Bring your bags. You heard me right, and it seems like a no-duh statement, but you need to bring your bags. I remember when I got married to Juliet over 20 years ago, I was afraid to bring my bags. Now, let's just be honest real quick. Every single one of us has bags. If you even try to act like you don't have bags, I don't even know what to tell you. You're lying to yourself, and you need a reality check right now. Every single one of us has bags. And some of us may come with a couple of duffel bags into the relationship. Maybe somebody has a backpack. Somebody, we might hear this, beep, 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 because you might be backing up a truck of stuff to unpack. Whether it's big or small, you have to bring your bags into the relationship and show up and own that you got some stuff that you've accumulated along the way. You have some stuff that you've accumulated in your life. Now, before you get prideful and think, well, my bag is not that big, it's only a little duffel bag, and you have this huge, 3-4 trunk load of things that you've brought into this relationship. Listen, a small bag doesn't mean that we have small issues. You could have a small bag with a bomb in it. While this other person may have 4 or 5 or 6 things that they're bringing into the relationship, they might not be as explosive as your one thing. So let's not get prideful about the size of these bags. Let's worry about what's on the inside of them. But the first thing you got to do is bring them. The second thing you got to do is unpack them. Don't show up and then leave them there. You must unpack your bags. We got to do this. All of us have to do this. And listen, I know that there's a lot of stuff in that bag that we don't like, but you got to unpack it anyway. In my relationship, I had to unpack the trauma of sexual molestation when I was a child. I had to unpack the embarrassment of a pornographic addiction. I got exposed to pornography when I was 12, a highly promiscuous lifestyle by the time I was 19. When I got married to my wife, all of that was still inside. I had to unpack those bags. So whatever's on the inside, don't be afraid to bring it out. Point number 3, sort through your stuff. I can't stress this enough. Listen, You got some bags. You've unpacked them. We got to sort through this stuff. And you need to be able to go through each and every bag, each and every item, and we need to label it. Listen, you'll never have victory for what you don't have a definition for. You will never be declared a winner if you have something unlabeled. So I don't know who I'm talking to right now, but you need to sort through your stuff and you need to label it. Whatever doesn't come up and out of your mouth through words will come up and out of your body through action, through behavior. So you need to sort through your stuff. And if you're dealing with anger issues, you need to label that anger. Because if you don't label it, you're going to act it out. If you're dealing with lustful issues, you need to label that lust. Because if you don't label it, you're going to act it out. If you're dealing with bouts of fear and depression and you don't label it, you're going to act it out with withdrawal and isolation. So I'm trying to encourage you, sort through your stuff. Fourth, last, but certainly not least, put your stuff away. I got a 12-year-old and a 10-year-old, and this is my constant refrain for them each and every single day. Put it away after they eat. Put it away after they drink something. Put it away. They take off their clothes. Put it away. Don't leave it out. You gotta put that stuff away. If you bring it, unpack it. If you unpack it, sort through it. But after you sorted through everything and you've labeled everything the way it needs to be labeled, please put that stuff away. It doesn't mean that it goes away, but it does mean you put it away. Yes, I told you that I was sexually molested when I was 8 years old. Yes, I told you that I was bound to pornography. Yes, I told you that I used to be very, very promiscuous. None of that stuff has really gone away, but I've put it away. Maybe it's time to remind ourselves of the encouragement Paul gave. When I was a child, I acted like a child and I thought as a child. But when I grew up, when I matured, I put away my childish things. So man, here's my encouragement to you. There is so much that you have to give your wife. And I know that you might be thinking, man, I thought you were going to give me some tips on her bags. Nah, man. Get your bag sorted out. And the freer you are, the more open you'll be to help her with hers. I love you guys. I'm so grateful I had this opportunity to share with you. Unpack those bags. It'll change your life.